So, welcome back to everyday phone vlog, whatever, real time update. So I am sitting here, it is the the 6th of July, 1 a.m. So basically the next day after last video you guys see. I am sitting here on my mom's Nintendo Switch. I'm about to let's do UHD 60 FPS, shall we? I'm about to jump into some Asphalt Legends. Or I guess we're waiting for an update. So I am back. I am sitting here with my mom's notebook, quote unquote. It's a Samsung. It's a NP750 XDA. So not the most up and coming thing, but it has an i5. It has an Intel Iris graphics, so you know it's not the most, it's not the most useless laptop on planet of Earth. It is not. So basically what I am gonna do now, I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 rounds of Asphalt Legends, let this thing charge a bit since pitch was completely flat. And then my plan is to start practicing theoretical. If you're wondering how I'm doing since the last video, well, I mean, I'm back home. I did walk to my mom's work and I drove from there. I've gotten some food in me, I have, and eating and whatever. And I mean, I still have that one thing happening here, which is kind of meh. We got Rebia, a Chucky, and Shibi Cotton Bomb on that TV. We do. And yeah. So I'm gonna start doing some theoretical tests because, we don't know how this goes. But if there is a day and I feel comfortable enough, if it comes a day next week or the week after, when we get money, which is gonna be Tuesday, not next week, but the week afterwards, although Tuesday next week we should have the RAM again, if they decided to resend it out. Although it said it was getting returned to Pro Shop, so they will probably have to send up another one, which means it's probably not gonna be before the Tuesday we get money that they send the RAM out again. And if I get the money back, well, then I'll just go locally to Elkjøp or a local computer dealer or whatever. Although here in Norway there barely exists any in-house computer dealers you can go into. Barely exists, like only places like Komplett if you're in Oslo or whatever. And that's about it as far as walk-in computer stores. I wish they would have Komplett, in Trondheim at least. In Trondheim and Bodø. But nonetheless, because I did send a mail to Pro Shop and said if they do receive it, just send it out again and tell it to be lamped on the pricks, but I don't know. So basically what I'm going to be doing here for presumably the next couple of hours is reading this. I got about half the book to go and do some theoretical tests online just to see how far I've gotten already. And by any luck, I can take my theoretical like in week, what week would it be? Does it say in here the week number question of the day? Day and month? No, it does not. It does not say in here. Does it say on the calendar in the kitchen so I don't have to stop the recording? Oh no, I have this one here. week 27, 28, 29th. So in week 29 for week 30th, I'm hoping to take my theoretical exam and my picture and my signature, which means then is literally just get the hold of 15 grand, head back to Trondheim, and then do my proprietary stuff, and then hopefully by beginning of September, end of September, I have my license, which means I can fuel up the car and I can make my way down to Stavanger for Metrocon, and then probably sleep in the car depending on how I'm doing on money, because I haven't checked ticket prices for Metrocon yet. I don't know if it's even open yet. I'd have thought so. It would be open like 3 months in advance or whatever, but I don't know yet. Check prices for that, and then I can go on Trivago and at least double check and see what hotel prices could be, because if the hotel prices are like 700 something a night and I am staying, I mean, the con is gonna be Saturday and Sunday probably, and I'm probably gonna come on Friday, so Friday until Monday is probably how long I'll be staying. So 4 days. Does this beach have a calculator? Question of the day. I don't know. I don't think it has a calculator. So it is a 13-hour drive, about 800 and something kilometers, and at least so far. And I gotta check one of my videos to see if I can see it before I reset the trip. From when we started up north until we had to refill. Don't remember, but at least what I've gotten so far out of the car with each fill up has been 550 to 600. Although that's with a lot of city driving, so I can possibly make it all the way one way with one tank. Possibly, so yes, we're gonna need a refill on the way there and on the way back. But basically, I need to fill up the car before I leave, and I need to refill before I head back, and then potentially refill the car when I'm back up in Trondheim. So good shite. So it's gonna be a heck of a drive, but nonetheless. So yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this to update, as this laptop is probably gonna need a bit to charge, probably. What I'm curious about is how much RAM this boy got. I saw it's got Windows Hello. So fingerprint, it seems. So may set up a separate account with just a fingerprint or whatever that I can use for theoretical when I'm sitting down here. Then I'll just remove it when I'm done. So then I don't have to mess with any of her stuff. So good shite. So I'm gonna enjoy my tea and I will update you guys under the way. So, yeah. First theoretical exam, how did we do? 11 faults. Salome Pora, even though a few of them I could have gotten correct on, because I had a feeling it was the other answer. Like on this one, I was thinking it was this one, the parking brake, then stop the car. So that I could have gotten correct on. This one, I thought it was less, but that one sure fine. This one I could have gotten correct on, because I was thinking it was that one. This one I was actually unsure about, so that one's fine. That one I was thinking was car B and C, But I didn't see a sign in the other direction, so it could have been that it was B, but of course if it is a road like that, it would have been both B and C. So that I could have gotten correct on. And this one I could also have gotten correct on, because I forgot a cyclist works the same way as, you know, a regular car, which means he would have had, you know, to show right of way for the red car before he drove, and then that one would have driven in after that one, because he would have to wait for that one because he is to the right of him. So that one I could have gotten correct on. The same with this one. I was thinking it was B, so I could have gotten correct on this. So if I was taking my second answer, I would have actually passed. This one, I was gonna say the last owner, but I got unsure. And this one was also kind of a trick question, where yes, if I've gotten past it, then yes, I could have drawn. That's why it's so important to pay attention to the questions, because the questions can be kind of sneaky. But oh well, I mean.
Normally people say defensive, but I would say aggressive, because I think what are we supposed to?
I mean, sure shit. I'm gonna try some of these other ones. How are we doing on power? 11%, you are saying.
Are you saying I'm tweaking, bro? No, this person is the orange guy tweaking. You're just nodding to his friend.
I mean, technically I do have a power bank, which theoretically speaking can output enough use. So I can have that one on the correct side, but oh well, I want to hit the toilet. So, I am back, and I was just in a phone call with the doctor's watch I was. And based on what she's saying, it doesn't seem like anything, you know, dangerous, you know. Something's supposedly not right, but it doesn't seem like something that needs like immediate attention. As you know, I'm still breathing fine and whatever. I'm still, you know, concerned about it, but you know, you're a little more relaxed, you know, after someone who's actually works in the field have told you supposedly shit is fine. So, should or shouldn't I've taken another Parasat? I have. And I've grabbed my C vitamin. I've grabbed a coffee. So I'm gonna measure my temperature. And I'm gonna continue to try and just, you know, do my theoretical shit. And if it gets worse, I suppose to the doctor's watch I go this afternoon then, I suppose. As it all depends.
Hey, don't knock the tropical aesthetic. I think it's cute.
So yeah, but you guys get the idea. Så, der har vi. Vi har sugarskadi Enetyria. We do. I have my C vitamin I am currently drinking. I have my coffee, which is probably basically cold by this point because I spent a solid 15 minutes, 20 minutes on the phone with the doctor's watch, and then another however long recording snaps. So right now I'm gonna have my C vitamin and then continue to try and crack at this. And then we will see if I try to go upstairs throughout the day. Say when my mom leaves for work or whatever, if I'm not tired then. maybe try and get the beta of Never the Everness and see what that has to offer.
Maybe, hopefully, in the future, we can get Mio. She's the only one I really wanted. Other one I really
Så
wanted.
good shot.
Tiamat's not that important to me anymore. Zeta is not important to me at all. Heinrich would be okay to have, but like I would still prefer Mio. So, all right. So there's that.
So yeah, you guys get the idea. Oh lol, so you started recording, yes. So, where are we? Well, one of my bulbs has gone a hole on it as. I am sitting in the kitchen. I am. Where are we as far as the whole doctor's watch situation? Well, as I said, I called the doctor's watch. They said it's nothing to worry about. I did get an hour for a doctor's appointment. When did I get it? The 11th. Because I did ask for next week, further out in the week. Problem. We do not have enough money to send me back down to Trondheim, so I'm gonna have to ask them to extend that to potentially sometime else. I have to do. But as far as we are concerned currently, it seems like it's a muscle thing. As far as we're concerned for the time being. That's at least what both the doctor's watch is saying, what my aunt is saying. So I guess, for the time being, I guess I'm just living off of Parasat, I suppose. And try and live my normal life, I suppose. So, what's the plan of the day? Well, the plan of the day is go upstairs, plop onto the computer, try and record another update for gaming. Potentially start to get some stuff uploaded. Continue on my theoretical tests and stuff. And practice. And then hit the shower and then, I don't know, maybe around 7 or 8 PM maybe. Trip to my aunt, sit there and practice a bit. And I say walk because she may be taking herself a beer, so I have to walk there. Can you just stay? And then can I get the cable for the laptop over here so I can plug it in? So we are back, and how are we doing? Well, I am enjoying my merry coffee. As per usual, quote unquote. Kinda behaving like my usual usual self. And I hope it continues to go that way. Because now I'm tired of being stuck on the couch the whole day. The clock is 6:31 PM. I have brought out a 500 packet of meat and then some pasta. So my plan was to make some pasta skjuta eventually. Oh. So good shit. Holy, they are playing some older tunes on the radio for once. So we are back and I have water for the pasta is on boiling. And the meat is done in the microwave. It is. So what my plan is to start running through these again. While I wait for the water to start boiling. Once the water is boiling, I'm gonna slap in the pasta. I'm gonna start frying up the meat. And then I'm gonna have food. And then I'm still deciding whether to head in the shower first. Then head to my aunt. or if I'm just gonna head directly to my aunt and not bother showering today. We'll see what I decide to do. But it is time to start from the top. So, where are we? We have the meat on staking for pocket. The pasta is also on staking. For a little bit, I'm gonna take and put the ketchup on the meat. I'm gonna take and put some water in there. Let that boil. And then once that's done, I'll either go in the living room or I'll just pull up whatever on the laptop. Not that it has the greatest speaker som planet of work. Nonetheless, enjoy me food. And then decide if I go in the shower or if I go directly to her. And I think I'll probably head directly to her, probably. So, good shit. So good shit, cause well, at this point I'm just gonna try and live as normally as possible last. You know, the only thing I have gotten told right now is that as far as she's aware, the doctor's what she's saying is nothing. My aunt is saying she's had something like before which had with muscles and stuff to do. So all I've gotten told for now is just take Paracet and live with it. So, we are chogging down our food, the pasta. I've left some on there in case my mom wants some when she comes home. I have limited myself on the amount of spice I used. So instead of spicing it, pressing it down and spicing it again, I only cracked it and then spiced it once. I did. So I have packed in the laptop bag. I have packed down my book, some of my accounting stuff if I decide to do that, my dock, the Panodil. So good shit. So my idea is pack down the Coke because I don't know if she has Coke. I don't know. Then trip out to my aunt. I've decided I'm not gonna take a shower before I head there. Since then I've been here for about 2 months. And then potentially come back up here in September. Depending on when I am able to pick up my driver's license stuff. Because if I'm able to have my driver's license picked up by beginning of September, late August, if I'm lucky with my economics, then I could just drive up here in like September, and then potentially I can drive directly from here. Or I probably can't drive directly from here. I'll probably have to have a stop at home to sleep, but unless I decide to do fancy shit and actually rent a hotel on the way in Steinkjer, sleep in Steinkjer on the hotel, and then drive from Steinkjer and then continue downwards to Stavanger, and then pick up, you know, hotel there. So good shit. So we'll see what I figure out. So good shit. So you guys get the idea. I'm gonna eat up or just leave this be as I'm feeling stuffed, and then I am gonna watch done this, which I'm gonna be done watching that by the clock is like 15 over-ish, and then I'm gonna grab a coffee on my Statoil cup, and then I'm gonna start heading towards my aunt. So, where are we? Well, I'm glad you asked. I am back home after being to my aunt. I just finished the 12th test, and in total I have passed 11 out of 12 tests. One of them I had 8 on, 8 faults on. You can have a maximum of 7. And one of them I got very close to failing because I had 7 faults but did not go above. So now the only thing that's called left is number 13. The traffic signs and the road crossings again. And at that point I'd say a few more rounds of this and I should be ready to take theoretical in about a week and a half. So good shit. So yeah. So that's where we are. So I'm gonna continue to crack a racket really. Maybe pop on something on YouTube or something on the TV if there's something a little bit interesting. Right now I'm just listening to radio. I still gotta find this My Tuner app on my own TV because on my own TV it doesn't even show up. Good shit, and then we'll see what I decide to do. Pop something on the TV. If I decide to go onto YouTube on the laptop and then just scroll my subscriber list and try and sort my watch later list, which is currently a complete fucking mess. I think I can pretty much forget trying to play anything on this laptop, lol. And I don't even think the storage space would allow it, lol. Oh well, I mean it has 221 gigs though. It does. Så I could maybe get a go-to game all here. NTE I can pretty much forget about because I know that's gonna be so graphically heavy that an Iris XE is not gonna be able to handle that. That I can tell you. So good shit. And then I'll probably just sit here and I'm gonna go in on Statens Diab. And I'm gonna check when they potentially have an available hour for theoretical. Because if I can take theoretical a day where I'm on Fauske and just get that picture and signature in box, then literally the only thing I need is like 16 grand when I get back to Trondheim and we're off to the races. So it has one USB-A, 2 USB-A's, 1 USB-C, or well 2 technically speaking if you count charger. But I don't know if that supports USB signal. So good shit. Remember to transfer off of the phone because I have a whole bunch of footage on the phone. We are back. And we are upstairs because my mom is waking up early, so she's sleeping on the couch. How are we doing? Well, I wouldn't say we are doing fantastic, but I'd say we're doing better than what we were. So, none of these are properly, fix or shit. So, we need to do some work to either side. So So, how you sitting? You're sitting flush enough, lol. There you go. You had your feeling, you say. So there you go. Then you have minimum slack. Then this just needs to be screwed stuck, which is obviously gonna be the most annoying part. It says it is a C-class, yes. Is it a C-class? Well, I'm not so sure about that one. So really, there ain't much we can really do here. But I can install these on the rest of the doors. I still gotta do the edge on this door. Which this one has become increasingly dull, but you need some screws, but you now close properly. So only door we haven't done now is the bathroom door, but the bathroom door is so yeah, because that's gonna be a royalist pain in the ass to do. And get you plugged in and ready, because we're gonna need you. So I'm gonna look through shit on this SD card, which is practically full, so good shit. So we are back and where are we? The clock soon 4 AM. We have a new nail paint on the fingies. Ever suited with part 7, part 2. Because the bitch ended up being ages long. And then it is to sort the ultra-wide vlog and whatever. The ultra-wide vlog and the Reno vlog. So then we got the Reno vlog 8, which is the final Reno vlog. And then is the ultra-wide vlog. And I want to get them done tonight. Or now before I go to sleep. So I am back and well, I have checked out a thing, because you know how I talked about we're gonna go to Metrocon if I can get my license stuff fixed before the beginning of October, since the 4th and 5th of October is when it is. So preferably I want to be down there the 3rd of October. I want to, especially if I have a hotel, and then be there until the 6th and then drive home. And I was talking about that if we got my license fixed before then, so say mid-September, I was gonna drive up here and then stay here until I were gonna head to Metrocon. Well, I have figured out that it takes 21 hours to drive, which means if I wake up at say 8 in the morning, then supposedly by 8 in the morning next day I should be there. So if I start at 12 during the night, I should be there at 12 during the night again, something like that, because it's 21 hours and 59 minutes. Can I save this route? Good shit. But then I can take my average, which I believe is like 4.7. And then put up a few estimates on fuel. And then put a max price for fuel. So say the best usage we can have now, or the longest we will make it. So say if it is 4.7 then. The longest, or 80 divided by 4.7. That means that is wrong då. How do you calculate that då? Oh, well, average is 4.7 a liter. Which means 80 times. So 80 times 4.7. If that's the average, that's 376. But that seems a little low. 1,7, okay. 1,7. Så 1,7 per liter. 1,7 per 100 kilometer, ja. 1,7 delt på 100. Eller om vi tar 100 delt på 1,7. Så vill säga att vi brukar 8 5, kan köra 85 liter. Så 80 gånger 5, 85 upp. Så 80 gånger 58. Nej. På laveste si 1876. Laveste har vært 1903. Og det høyeste for diesel har vært 2464. So, we are on one of our late night rampages again. Lol. So you may be asking, what is it this time? Well, is this shack, lol. There should have been hooked back on here, but I digress. The amount of stuff that's up here. Oh lol, this bush doesn't even sit anymore. The amount of random shit up here. We should have been thrown and more. That's all I'm saying. All of these skis none of us are using. Chinese checkers, you are saying. Board games, you are saying. Duke, you are saying. And who wanna guess that's microfiber glass? Ah, here is this boy. So this stuff. Can go back in here. Oh yeah. Microfiber indeed. Or fiberglass indeed. What the fuck is this, like Duke or whatever? Ah. It's to have over insulation, it is. It's so old that there's probably not really a point in keeping it, but so we might as well bring this in then. This is the klinkerkule set, which you know is Chinese checkers. So you can get put there and brought in. You can get thrown over there. Same with this other piece of isopor. Because you know, all of this old couch mat. Det är gammal sofamat. En knockig togårdsstav. Barnesäte. Det kan Emilie få. This was their old mailbox. it was. There is the other part of the staff. Or that is the other staff, not the other part of the staff. We have a fire axe. We do. We do. Oh yeah, that's the cable which comes in, lol. Big boy cable into the tiniest piece of a couplingsbox. Do we have more nails, lol? We do. We do not have one for the fire axe though, unless we'll find a place for you. We will. Child seat goes over there. This box of shit. Yrkestil Finans, Trondheimsveien, Oslo. Firma Fure. Her Huggås konto. So yeah, this is bestefar. And a fleece in my hand. What's the clock, lol? Gonna try and edit. Have a beer and then sleep, but however will I get to sleep? I don't know. Because I wouldn't say I'm top, but I'm doing something. It feels good. I'm just laying there trying to sleep. It's yeah. Let's just say there were better times, but there's better times to come. If I'm lucky, I pass my theoretical next Thursday. Then I can go back south that Sunday, get a doctor's appointment on Monday just to check stuff. Start, if I'm lucky, and my mom and aunt is able to help, I can start my proprietary driver's license stuff. When I'm back in Trondheim, and by mid-September, hopefully have my license. What are we gonna use it for? That's my question. I don't even know how old these are even. I don't even know how old they are. I need to get I need to get a sockerbit for, because I stole the one that was in there for doing stuff down there, as well as the temporary fix of my trunk opener on my car. That was borked. I can probably pop in a picture right now or a video. Oh well, I mean, I can see why I need a tiny one to pop out that connector, because that connector is, well, clearly not having a great time. Uff! Vel, jeg ser jo hvorfor I helvete skit ikke funker da. Hvorfor det ikke funker da, den skiten her jo faen fucked. Det derfor ingen ut av skruene vil ha kommet ut. Det jo garantert ikke, med mindre det her smått nok, men det... I don't know. I don't think so. Or maybe... Okay. So yeah, that was the temporary solution. Now it's all butt connectors and heat shrunk up in there. And on top of that lays a whole bunch of sound deadening, so lol. Ström, none of these are Swix. And besides, even though back in the day I was a guy who didn't mind going on a bit of a ski trip to go to a cafe, I am... yeah, none of us really go skiing anymore. So... salt. And here is all the wheels for the vacuum cleaner. You're probably asking me, aren't you tired? Well, technically, yes. Technically I am. Because how much did I sleep the other night? Well, I don't know. 3 hours maybe. If it was, say, summer, say 24, would I probably be inside playing games or watching YouTube or about to go to bed now? Yes. Yes, I would. But after everything that has happened, end of 24, beginning of 25, and now, you know, I don't know what it is, but you're kind of afraid to go to sleep, lol. I just hope that whatever it is, it will go over soon, and that if there is something, it's gonna be fine until I go south and I get the resorts back. Because besides from all the places where it's not been hurting or whatever, in general I feel fine. The things I would do... Hello, mosquito. The things I would do right now, if I had a license, lol. The things I would do, if I had a license right now, I would probably be way down in there somewhere. In Bode, wherever. In Bode, Röckland, I don't know. Mo maybe, I don't know. I would be I would probably be out driving, then coped up here. And I see this whole floor should have been done something about, lol. Okay, this is a standard ratchet. Okay, good shit. Good shit. So 19 we are missing. And I take a lot of these are 3/8. Yeah, these are 3/8. So they don't even fit that ratchet. A lot. Supposedly I have a ratchet at the store. Supposedly. $15. $16. Oh well. We have a mod. So this is technically the wrong ratchet. It is standard though, it is. Or most of these are standard, but yeah, she's not 100%. She's not. Let's see, we have screws. A whole bunch of like random shit. This is really anything to keep. Really, I should get a bracket on the back here and try and hang this shit. Really. But oh well. This is a whole bunch of old speaker. And sanding dust and a piece of whatever. Yeah, this right here is nothing to keep, lol. Put it at the bottom. And then a regular trash bag which I was gonna bring out goes on top of that, and then good shit. Which means then that's out of here. Yeah, throw it. you peace over it no. If just you had a little bit more horsepower and was a Volvo or a Chevy or a Nissan with like 100 horsepower and a manual and a hydraulic steering rack and a stereo upgrade which doesn't sound like crap, which I am fixing for my mom, but that's gonna be fixed for my mom when I'm bringing my own car up here, so you know, kinda counterintuitive, huh? This looks blown. I could check that with the multimeter, but Osram. I can't be bothered. Mom's gonna come out here at, you know, 6:30 and be like, what the hell? Maybe like I tried to clean the shackle. I believe I have more of Nexa shit. You don't fucking say I found it, lol. Any more Nexa shit now? No. So you go there. This is one of my bicycle. Well, you see, this was the gearing mechanism for my bicycle before we replaced it, because it got all yeah, this is the gear mechanism which was on the bicycle that I was in a front of a car to the side of a bicycle collision with, which actually happened in the road the road wow, my English is not here. In the road in the exit. I was coming from industriområdet. I was exiting out, and there was a car coming in 70 down from there, because that was before the 50km/h zone was there. And boy, and there I flew into the Scheidel. So we have class clip and this. Dette trykkstativ? I think this is a drawing rack, lol. I don't know when the hell we'd ever get used for this, but I guess I'll keep it in case my mom figures out she wants an outdoor drawing rack somewhere. Me personally, I just draw most things in a drawer, beside from like certain merch and stuff, which I just draw on a regular drawing rack inside. So this stuff can go in the bag again, together with the few clear clip that I fell out here. Must be 2 clear clip questions today. I think so. 2 clear clip. So then we have all of this random plumbing, which is so old and brittle by this point that there's not really a point, lol. I do not have another tea, so I can't bond them, but yeah, this was probably a part of the old shower lines or washing machine lines, but these are so old and brittle that there's no point in trying to use them, because just you try and bend them, they will fucking break on you, so yeah. Not really a point, lol. So good shit. So here we have a whole bunch of wire, which could be handy. If you know, there wasn't, 5,000 whatever else up in here. So if we have something flat, det är still a notch där. There's a little notch there, but that actually work. The only problem with this now is that we need to go over this boy with finer sandpaper, and we gotta polish it a bit so it doesn't scrape up the actual windshield. Because right now that one is very sharp. You guys even recording still? Somehow you guys are. But now, hello. I don't really have any cleaner, so I guess I'll wipe over with the microfiber towel is the best it's getting, lol. Trash. Not really trash, but could use with a hefty wash. Yeah, I would be lying if I said I didn't feel like shit, but you know, what can you do? nothing much really. Den här röda jävla bengalocken här, det är liksom what shot. So apparently I have mixed in tricks some footage here and I could have post-production. So what supposedly was the end of this video was supposedly the beginning to another video and another video there again. So because of that I have no ending to this video. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like, we greatly appreciate it. And as always, check the links down below for my socials. And all of that. And until further notice, stay tuned, stay awesome. And I collab the heck out of it.